Gender and society then. The first box, the first ideas are to do with patriarchy and feminism. So, bless you. The box is broken up, quite complicated, but it's to do with how the slide is laid out. So, for the top half thin of the box, you have the 3 bullet points there. So 3 bullet points there going to the top part, and then obviously where you can see the bubbles, they're going to be your 2 separated in the bit at the bottom. And so most societies in the world are patriarchal. This means men tend to dominate. Social structures such as governments, the lawmakers and the workplaces, also in domestic relationships, the man is seen as the head of the household. Moving into the first of your 2 boxes underneath, you have a link to Mary Wollstonecraft in 1792, one of the earliest recorded pieces that we have, where she actually looks at the roles of men and women, and she says that one reason might be due to education. One of the best known early feminist texts, bless you, was written by Mary Wollstonecraft in 1792, called A Vindication of the Rights of Woman. In this, she sets out an argument for educating both women and men to the same standard. And obviously, this is where we then bring in the second part of the box, which is Malala, because obviously she's been campaigning for the rights for women to be educated and was obviously shot in the head because of the campaign she did against the Taliban. And she said, I raise up my voice, not so I can shout, but so that those without a voice can be heard. We cannot succeed when half of us are held back. That half were females. Education leads to intelligence, leads to power. Hence why, predominantly, men are the ones that have gone to school, women are not. Women are the homemakers. Yes. So, one for one name, one for the other, and then a little bit at the bottom is going to be for that bit. Top, 2, bottom. And so the women's liberation movement, or feminism, worked on removing the restrictions of a patriarchal society so that women could enjoy the same freedoms as men. Don't forget, the opposite of this is a matriarchy, which is run by women. I recommend that one of the things that you do when you are revising is check out something like the BBC News, and is to find statistics that go with this. So find out which countries do not educate girls first. Often countries that are very, very poor as well educate the boys first. And so do have a look at which countries, which places do not focus on female education. All right, box underneath then is for the Aristotle quote. Now, the box is large because I've left you the opportunity to write it, or at least summarise it if you want to, because this is a very, very interesting quote that you can look to from History of Animals. Aristotle says, more mischievous, less simple, more impulsive, more compassionate, more easy moved to tears, more jealous, more querulous, more apt to scold and to strike, more prone to despondency and less hopeful, more void of shame or self-respect, more false of speech, more deceptive, of more retentive memory, also more wakeful, more shrinking, more difficult to rouse to action. And obviously I issue the question, is this about men or women? And of course he is talking about the female. So you could use part of that as a start of an essay. What is he basing it on? What is he drawing upon? Did he just have a bad day with his wife? I don't even know if Aristotle was married or not. But was he just having a bit of a rant?